Boom, hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. And as promised, the next video I was going to do was the 30th anniversary Ywing. My previous was the OTC Ywing, which is a great vehicle. I've got it to the left here. Oh yeah, we might include that somehow to compare it with this one. But yeah, so the weekend I bought that other Ywing, the one I reviewed yesterday. I uploaded it yesterday. I got this Ywing as well, so it's just arrived today. Today is Armistice Day there, can you see it there? I've just been watching Peter Jackson's film, They Shall Not Grow Old. I could do an entire video talking about how good that film is. If you haven't seen that, you must watch it. It's so good. He's done a great job there. He's immortalised those guys forever. So, awesome. So I thought I'd put the poppy in the shot there. Brilliant. So I don't know when I'm going to upload this. It's the 11th when I'm filming this. The 11th of November 2019. But it might be not today, it might be tomorrow that it gets online. But anyway, so here it is, the Y-Wing. So when I got this, I was hit with a bit of a dilemma. I got it out of the packaging, which was brilliant, the packaging, as in the external postal box. And I swear to God, I wasn't going to open this. As they say, us in the collecting community, it really popped at me, this. I just saw it and I thought, oh my God. Because obviously I opened this one here. Doesn't look so good from that angle, it's quite bright there. And that packaging was great and everything, there it is there. I've still got it done in kind of a trench run thing, but I really wanted that out of the packaging. This looks even better. And it's not the first time the 30th anniversary packaging has done that to me. It's because the inside, they've done it like you can't see, let me lower it now. Inside it's done like the hangar bay, and look at these things, even the details there, the three-dimensional details on the floor there. You can just sort of hear the sound effects of the Ywing base there. That's brilliant. It looks really great. And the 30th anniversary is a nice line of figures. It's got good packaging. Obviously, anything other than vintage, I'm not interested in really having stuff in boxes. I'll get it out of there. But this one just sort of, I really thought, wow, this looks nice. I was going to open it eventually. I was going to leave it a week or so. So I texted Tim from Box Bounty actually, and I said, Tim, I've just got my Y-Wing. I said, and I thought, I don't want to open it now, man. I might just do a video of it in the packaging. And he said, get it open. He said, get it open. He's quite right. I am going to open it. So I can sort of like showcase the packaging now and immortalise it first and then get it out of there. I've done some research as well. If you want to know who that pilot is, I can tell you all about that and where it fits in and stuff. It's quite clever how they've done it, really, who they've chosen. So, speaking of packaging, let's have a look on the back. So there you go. As I say, it's not the first time I've seen some 30th anniversary stuff that I've bought online, and it's arrived, and I've thought, oh, I don't want to open it. The last time that happened was when I got the Sith Evolutions pack with Darth Bane, Maul, and Darth Nihilus. They looked great. And it was expensive as well, that. But I wanted them loose so badly, I just opened it. But that was way before I was reviewing on YouTube, so that packaging just went straight in the bin. I might keep this box because it's a little bit more special. It's got more to it. It's like a diorama, isn't it, you know? So anyway, that's that. And it's the thing is that it's just so nice and open. It's a big space there. It's a lovely area of cellophane or whatever you want to call it that you can see inside. It's very nice. But, you know, I've got to get it open. And I'll be able to do a comparison with the other one. What else can I show you? I'm going to have to pull back. So it does sort of, it's not very clear about what's what. A bit like with the OTC one, you have to do a bit of research. It doesn't necessarily tell you who the pilot is. It definitely tells you who the droid is. I'm going to have to turn it back now, I tell you. It says here, includes Y-Wing pilot, no name, and R5F7. So they've gone to the effort of telling you what the droid number is, but they don't tell you who he is. But it is subtly suggested who he is, and I've gone online and clarified it. This guy is Lieutenant Lepira, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've done a bit of research because I wanted to know, well, who's he? Where does he fit in? Is he, you know? But these are the pilots from the Gold Run. That's, you know, John Dutch Vander, everybody knows him. Then you've got this guy, and he says, Gold Forward base, last Tyree, I thought he said touch when I was a kid. Last Tyree, last touch, like we've lost touch, we've lost the grip on the battle or whatever. But no, he says lost Dutch, that's Dutch Vander he's talking about. And Tyree, that's that guy. The guns, they've stopped. So this fellow, I wondered who he would be. I thought maybe he would stay on target, but he's a lot older than this guy looks. This guy looks like a young kid, a bit like Kian Farlander or somebody. This is Lepira. And Lepira is this guy here. I don't know, is you blink and you'll miss it and you'll see him in the Yavin base and the briefing. Man your ships, and may the force be with you. But I like the way they've done that. This is Star Wars we're talking about here, Hasbro. They've, like what they did with Taicho Selchu, they've chosen a pilot who's in the background. He's not really a massive role, but they've made something of him. Like this guy, they've chosen to be a part and be associated with this incredible vehicle. Look how well this has been weathered. That one yesterday impressed me, the OTC one, but this looks even more impressive. Really good. Just bear with me here, folks. I'm going to obviously give you a good look at it outside the packaging, so you'll see it. There's lights shining off this now. In fact, I'm going to mount this camera. Just give me one moment, will you, please? Let's see what we can do here. Let's get that in there. It's not going to work, is it? Yeah, there you go. Let's give you a good look inside. Anyway, it looks awesome. It looks a lot better. I don't know why I'm bothering filming it from here, because I'm going through clear plastic here, but it'll be better when I get it out of there. It looks a lot better than this does. I mean, look at that. See, it's great, this. It's got some weathering. Look at that burn mark there, for example. And it's got these sort of splodges on the top. But they look like kind of oil slicks in Mario Kart, as opposed to this looks like proper weathered, aging. It looks great. In any video I've seen, I think Sith Lord 22... I know Sith Lord 229 does a video of this vehicle, and you know, Primal Waters and loads of people. Now it's my turn, but I wanted to show you that packaging. If I go around this way, if you want to see what this looks like here, I can show you. You just get the wiring, the same shot as you got on the back. And on the base, yeah, you've seen that. You've got the back there. Tells you about, sorry, handheld city now, ladies and gentlemen. Motion sickness alert. Canopy opens. Nice helmet that, isn't it? And then it tells you about the same features as the one I did yesterday, I presume. Yeah, swivel gun number 3, fold up landing gear. Yeah, some of the vehicles you can get. Brilliant. So Y-Wing fighter. I'm well into my Y-Wings at the minute. The workhorse of the Rebel Alliance. The Meccano set. You know, recycle them. Like, get them out of the scrapyard and get them back in space. Great. I think it's time I open this, ladies and gentlemen. Join me. Boom. And part 2. I've slid it out of the outside case now, so here it is. When I was talking about Taicho Selchu before, I was going to just point out the fact that he was part of the 30th anniversary, and it's just a point that they've obviously chosen a character who is not Dutch John Vander or Tyree or the other guy. They've gone for someone who's a little bit more obscure, so that's just nice. That was the point I was trying to make. And I was surprised. I thought that this vehicle, I thought it came with just the one droid that was removable, but no, it doesn't. It comes with him loose and then one built in. I presume that's just because that's the standard mould for this vehicle. It's true, they can only put in a droid like that one there that's already sort of just ahead of it, basically. So it saves them having to change the body. That doesn't matter. It's good that you got 2 droids. You got him loose. You can have him in your diorama rolling around outside the ship. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like in a bit more detail. And you can see all the hangar bay there. Look, see? I mean, that's basically the wall of Elstree Studios, that, isn't it, basically? Probably. And then they've obviously made it look like it goes on into infinity. Deep hangar bay there. Look at that, all those ships. Great. Great 3-dimensional effect, isn't it? It's fantastic. It's very nice. I can totally understand why people keep stuff in packaging that's like this, when you can see in. That's the thing. I don't understand people who keep their vintage stuff in packaging. Excuse me, let me refrain to that. My God, that sounds like a total contradiction to my own life. I keep all my vintage collection stuff in packaging and then I have it loose as well. Figures, I mean, but vehicles I'm talking about. Vehicles in the vintage collection are boxed. You can't see in. For all you know, you could take it out of the box and keep the box and then people would think there was a mint figure inside the box. You know what I'm saying? But with this stuff, you get a window, a huge window in, and you can see inside. And it's a presentation, isn't it? It's a diorama in itself. So I can totally understand someone wanting to keep that mint. I got hit by it. I bought this to open it and I was actually immediately hit by, oh my God, I don't want to open it. But I have. Peer pressure from Tim from Bosk's Bounty. Bosk's Bounty, I think I watched my first part back just now, folks, to check it was alright. And I said Box Bounty. I think it's just the pressure of filming and speaking so fast, but I meant to say Bosk. But I did mean to say Bosk, it just came out wrong. Oh, look at that. How about that? I think we need to get this thing out of here now. Just before I do that, I'll show you the base. This gives me memories of the Action Fleet. It's funny that I was talking about the Action Fleet yesterday, because this vehicle here is based on the Action Fleet design of the Ywing with the blue canopy. Note this one doesn't have a blue canopy. But all those Action Fleet vehicles, they always used to come with these. I used to love unravelling them and getting them out. But brilliant, I can't wait to get this out and loose. So let's do it, and then we're going to get this fella aboard. I might even put Dutch John Vander in there maybe. Who knows? Alrighty, join me in a moment. Boom. And here it is, completely free of packaging. Not bad. Looks nice, doesn't it? So I've made this decision not to put this guy in the cockpit, because the cockpit is tinted, you see. So it doesn't really matter who you put in there. So what I've decided to do is I've put in the pilot that came with this one here. So inside here, as you know, I've put in my spare Kian Farlander. I quite liked having Kian in there because it follows the red of the squadron or the vehicle. This guy is the one that came with the OTC one, and it seems right having a orange jumpsuit. It is orange, that's not red, is it? It's orange, of course, unless you are colourblind and you can't tell the difference. But yeah, all of the pilots in the Battle of Yavin in New Hope had orange, so it feels better to put this guy in this one because it's a gold squadron, and also, as I say, he's not that great a figure. So it's not wasted inside that cockpit because you can't see the pilot properly anyway once the canopy is shut because it's tinted. So, I mean, I've had a good look at this. It's exactly the same vehicle, although it looks a lot better on the outside. The paintwork looks good. But having said that, and I will do a little side-by-side, and I'll do another side-by-side once I get a new phone to capture it in better detail. This one, though it's got plasticky elements like that gun and that droid, the body of this one looks incredible. This one also looks good, but some of aspects of that look better than this one. Sorry about the bright lights and the random things I'm showing you, but this is still overall a better painted vehicle. And as I say, I've decided to, when I get all my dioramas together, I'll have this guy stood with all my other loose figures. I've got like a Biggs, and I've got a Dutch Vander and a Zeb Senesca, and my plan is to have a nice pilot diorama and have them all standing around like the old gang, you know. But the thing about this figure is it's very reminiscent of the Biggs Darklighter one. It's a great figure, but that's in the 30th anniversary. So the sculpt is definitely recycled from that or something else. So there you go. So what I'll do now for you is, you know, as I say, it's the same as the other vehicle that I've reviewed yesterday. But I will show you all the action features or whatever. So just bear with me. I just burnt myself on the damn light now. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. So, what have we got? We've got the landing gear, which is this button right here. So I think you have to push down a bit more on this one. So maybe it's a bit more secure and it comes out like that. I think that's right. You can't just... Now if I go across like that, I can't do it. I have to push down and across. I don't remember having to do that on the one yesterday. Should we have a look and see? This one here, you just go across, yeah, across, no pushing down. So maybe this one locks better. A guy was telling me in the comments, I'm really sorry man, I've forgotten your name, he was saying, he was asking if this one flopped on its belly, and it did once, but if you stand it correctly with the, you know, the landing gear fully extended, you put it down, it's not going to go anywhere. But I think it must have just been a bit more like that, and it just, I put the full weight of the vehicle down, it just flopped like that and hit the deck, and I had to extend them out again. These are great vehicles, by the way, they look fantastic. I hope you're getting it alright. My camera, as I say, could be better. Right, where are we up to? So that's that, and it also has the missile. Oh, I haven't got that unpacked yet, just bear with me. It's got the missile pincer dropper. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just push that down and extend it whilst I just faff around. It's got this as well. That hasn't been weathered, which is a shame. It hasn't on the other one, but it could have done with being improved, that, but it's not really a massive deal. Oh my god, look at the size of this bad boy. Let me just get this out. Just enjoy looking at the Ywing while I'm messing around. So there you go. It's another one. It looks bigger, the bomb. It looks bigger, but it's not. I don't think it's the same. I think it's the same size. Let me just double check that. This one looks a little fatter. Oh no, they are the same size. Alright, just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And it's in there, and if you press that, it will do this. That looked rubbish because you saw it landing. Let me catch it down here. Ready? So what it does is, if you press that, as I showed you yesterday, you got that kind of nice action. Another excuse to do Alan's voice. Speaking of weathering, that hasn't been weathered very well. The droid has been, so that's good. That's quite a plasticky looking gun. They could have done with putting a little bit of something on that. Like, see, look at this. Look at the brilliant, like, all the touch-ups on there. They've even got some white stripes that have been coated in, like, what looks like now a film of dirt, which is great. Movie accuracy, well, movie style artistry or whatever, set design. But why can't I focus on these droids? Come on. There you go, there he is. A bit like Chopper. So, yeah, I like R4 units. It's an R5, I beg your pardon. An R5 unit. They look like they're an older model than R2 units. I always used to think that as a kid. I think that's because R5D4 outside the Sandcrawler blew up like an old battered droid would. Broken. And also, he moved so slow. I always used to think they were, but technically R5 outclasses an R2. So he's nicely weathered. And what else was I going to say about him? Oh yeah, I was just going to say that I've got this guy now as well, which means I'm doing quite well. If you've been keeping up with my channel, I made a statement recently, which is true. I've not got that many astromechs other than R2, but now I've got him, and I've got a few others I got from the Disney Parks Build-A-Droid Droid Factory line, so that's great. So let's have another look at what else can I show? There's loads to show you. Let's get behind this thing now. Yeah, let's move right back. It's not really that light there. Can I do something about that for you? I'm sorry, I'm failing, you know. Yeah, you can just see the from the rear view there. Doesn't look that great from that angle, actually, to be honest, because you can see all my house in the background. If I just try and light that up for you, that's very bright, but it shows you they've got kind of orange inside there, but that looks really plasticky and rubbish now. But, you know, just subtly, it just looks like you've got a little bit of burnage or whatever inside the... that looks good there. See there? Look at that. Focus. Come on. You son of a bitch. Oh, I'm not getting it. That's crap, hang on. I'm wrecking this video by just trying to focus on that, which isn't really that essential, really. God almighty, come on. God almighty. That's crap, I can't. Oh, I'm getting really annoyed now. There you go. Just really annoyed with the technical thing, the fact my phone wouldn't focus on it there. I've got it now. It's just a nice touch, isn't it? Oh, anyway, there you go. We got there in the end. This is a really long video. So, if you've made it this far, congratulations, you know. So I now have two Ywings, and I will do another review, I think, on another day when I've got a better camera, better lighting, more space. I will put these two bad boys side by side, and I will show you them in better quality detail. I'm looking for a better, this phone camera I've got now, this channel has outgrown it really. I need to be doing better quality videos in 1080p plus, you know. This is only 720, which is, in this day and age, sucks. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed looking at these two Ywings. I've certainly enjoyed reviewing them, and now I'm very happy to have them in my collection. Please do subscribe if you are new around here. Leave your questions, thoughts, concerns, worries, or whatever else you want to say in the comment section below. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.